questions. I was in college.
Yeah.
See, we really got complicated.
All right,
Oh, we don't
let's
leave
go.
quite yet. Don't wait.
Hey,
wait,
I bought
Ken-
some cookies.
And Kenzie asked Grammy a question. Grammy was talking about when you got married on your 3-day pass.
Oh,
70 years this year. Can you believe it?
well,
God, some people don't even live that long.
That's right. What a blessing.
They don't.
What a gift.
That's right.
I didn't want to use my leave time. Every officer, every soldier gets 30 days. 30 days vacation. So I could have used some of my time, but we weren't doing anything. So I said I'll go down on a 3-day pass. And on a 3-day pass, you have to sign in, and then you get the 3 days off. So we went down, and I walked in, and I signed in for my 3-day pass, and I came home.
And we got married. See, that was the trick.
Well, we were married before that.
Yeah, but I think he did that for our wedding as well. And I'm lucky that he didn't say, sorry, I'm not going to be there on Friday night, you know.
Wait, you got married before that?
Wait, there were 2 marriages?
No.
Okay. So who planned the wedding?
As much as I could plan. I was in college. I knew Bill was shipping out. I said to my mother, we would like to get married at Christmas time. Bill's, she probably thought I was pregnant, but she
Wait.
never asked me, so.
Can I pause real quick? How long were you guys engaged before you married?
Good question.
Not very long.
Like a couple months, maybe? Hey, Pop.
When did you give me a diamond ring? Do you remember?
Yeah,
When?
I don't know.
It's a good story, the diamond ring.
Well, let's hear it.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So how
Gene
long?
McDermott.
What?
The ring came from Gene McDermott.
Yeah, he bought the ring from Gene.
Well, I bought the diamond. I bought that diamond from Gene McDermott for $300. And then,
No secret.
Why did Gene McDermott have a diamond ring?
and then
We had been engaged. And
we had a reset. And she got the diamond.
Because Gene broke up, because Gene's fiance broke up with him.
Right.
What?
Because Gene's fiance broke up with him, he got the ring back,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
How long were you engaged for before you got married?
I don't know.
Not very long.
Couple
but
months?
Probably.
Not very long.
Do you remember the proposal?
Know that there was. I don't know that there was a proposal as such. I think it was more like, we love each other. Let's get married someday. And
When did he give you the ring? Do you remember that?
not.
Hey, Dad. Did you ask Grammy's father to marry her?
Yes, I did. He was out plowing the garden out back of their house.
We had
And I went out and I followed him. And I said, Campy, I want to talk to you. He said, okay, talk. I said, I want to marry your daughter, Floss. He said, okay. That's about all he said.
No.
Did he say, you made your bed, you lay in it?
Yeah, he said, you make your bed, you have to lie in it. I said, I know that. But he said it was okay. So then I came in and I told her, your dad said it was all right.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when you guys got married, you were only married for a few weekends before you left for Korea?
Yeah.
No, not even that.
I was still in college.
Yeah, no, not 3 days.
We got
3-day
married.
pass.
He was home for 3 days.
Yeah, but he wasn't shipped out to Korea.
When did you had to
They went down to Virginia.
ask him when they left? They
What?
What happened, after you got married, what did you do? You went down to Williamsburg?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, when we got married, we spent the first night in Warren, Pennsylvania.
And that
There's an old motel, old hotel,
Old hotel.
and it burned down after that.
Funny.
And then we went to Williamsburg.
Right, then we went to Williamsburg.
And
That's cool.
they have a nice place there, a place you can put your head in the stock and it's like that.
Good way to start
marriage.
marriage life.
Yeah.
Marriage life.
Right. Oh dear.
How many people were at your wedding?
Quite a lot.
Yeah?
It was an evening wedding, so it was like 7 o'clock. And that was a funny thing too. I wore my sister's dress, which fit beautifully. And I was walking by the telephone, getting ready to go to the church. The phone rang. I picked up the phone, and it was a guy that I knew from Jamestown. He says, "Hey, Floss, what are you doing tonight?" I said, "Well, actually, I'm getting married." And pause on the other side.
did your dad wear a brown suit?
He did.
What's the story about that?
Oh, well, you know what, my father was a very independent guy, and he was not fancy. He was not fancy at all. And that's okay, that was my dad. And he was asked if he would wear a,
Black suit.
yeah, a black suit or a,
Tux or something.
right, and he was not about to. And you know what? We're still just as married. And it didn't really make any difference.
Did it bother you?
Not really, no.
You loved your
I
daddy.
love my daddy.
You were his favorite.
I think I was his favorite.
Absolutely you were.
I was the one that he ever took to do anything extra. I was the one.
Hey, I got dessert coming.
And you're not excused yet.
I'm leaving
I
you.
got dessert coming.
Dessert.
What?
Cookies
Just gonna run
coming.
this run.
And we're still talking a little bit. Stay a little bit longer. Try to be patient. I know it's hard for you, but try to be
They're
patient.
coming fresh out of the oven.
Oh.
There, the oven just turned off.
Alright, so this is gonna be more tailored towards Pop, but Michigan State what was your best moment at Michigan State baseball? What was your favorite moment at Michigan State baseball?
Good question.
Yeah.
When you played baseball for Michigan State,
Yeah.
what was when you look back on that, what was your best moment or your favorite moment about playing baseball at Michigan State?
I only played 2 years for 'em,
That's okay.
Did you?
freshman and sophomore.
What was the highlight? What was your highlight?
What, did you have?
I didn't have any. I wasn't good enough.
Oh.
What position?
Short.
Shortstop?
Yeah.
How about high school baseball? What was your best moment in high school baseball?
Well, I was a good hitter and I was fast. And,
Do you know your batting average? What was your batting average?
500 and something.
I
Wow,
can't.
that's pretty good memory,
Still
huh?
home.
I mean, that's a number you don't remember.
Yeah,
right, yeah.
Well, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
I got a hit every other time.
You ever steal home?
That's outstanding.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I hit several home runs.
That was one of the special.
The first home run I ever hit,
Asking.
I was a freshman. And we were up at, playing, Celeron. Up in Celeron, behind the school. And my grandfather always took me to the games and everything. And he had taught me how to bat, how to bunt, and everything. And my first time up, I didn't do anything. The second time up, he said to me, choke up on that bat.
We always said that.
Choke up on that bat.
Bill,
I choked up on the bat,
choke up on that.
and I hit that ball,
It was like,
and that ball went down across the road, and I made a home run.
That's great.
My first home run.
Were you a righty
And
batter?
I
or
was a freshman.
You ever steal home?
What?
Did you ever steal home?
Yeah, I did that quite a few times.
he did, he loved it.
Yeah.
Tell us the story.
Did you bat left
No,
or
tell
right?
us the story. Hey, Willard,
I don't think I ever got caught.
how do you steal home?
You watch the pitcher, and the pitcher starts warming up. And then when he starts warming up, he can't throw to third. He has to throw it home, or it's a balk and you get free home. So you watch him and you study the pitcher, and you see how long it takes him. How long does he wind up? And some do it quite a bit. And so I watched him and see him wind it up, and then I'd take off for home. And he'd see me. Then he'd have to throw it home. And it was usually pretty close, but I was usually a hair ahead of him, head of the ball.
Here's one more story before we have dessert. Remember when you are on track to be the leading scorer in basketball for the county?
Yeah. I played basketball, and I was on the All-Star team.
I gotta tell you part of this.
And my senior year, we were playing up at Chautauqua, and I was making every basket. And you could only have 5 fouls, and they throw you out of the game.
We know that.
I never lasted the whole game, because I always.
It's
That's
genetic.
right. And so, at the halftime, I had 26 points.
Wow. Halftime.
Halftime, 20. I should have had 50
Without
points.
a 3-point line.
I would have broken the county record that time.
Uh-oh.
And well, the second half, I scored some more points, and then a guy fouled somebody, and they said I did it. I didn't do it, but they said I did, and they threw me out of the game,
No way.
and I ended up with I think 37 points or something.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And as protest after the end of the game, as a protest in your car, did you drive down the front yard of the
Oh, I didn't
School?
hear. I didn't hear this part.
That's what I like to know.
I haven't heard this part of the story.
Ask him.
That was the All-Star game.
He drove the car down in front of the school, tracked your eye all up. What's that story?
The Frewsburg School?
No, Mayville.
Oh, Grammy had something to say
Yeah, well,
about
listen to this. Wait, tell that story
the
first.
basketball.
At the end of the All-Star game.
Well, I was the smallest guy out there. I was 5 feet 11 inches tall. And all these other people are 6 feet and over. And, but I was one of the starters, and I scored, I think I was the third best scorer in the game. And we won the game. There was a guy from Brockton named Gunder Habich. And Gunder and I worked together. And I fed him, he fed me. And after the game, I had parked up in the school, and where you could drive the car, but you couldn't go down straight. That was right over the lawn. And I thought I could get down over the lawn onto the highway. So I started out, and I'm stuck right on the lawn.
Whose car were you driving?
My dad. So some of the guys on the team came down, and he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm trying to get the car out." He said, "Well, we'll push you out." So they pushed me out, and I went home.
Right over the hill out of the Chautauqua Mayville High School, just tracked it all the way up.
That's
Right
funny.
through the middle of the yard.
I never heard that story.
I would have thought 5'11" would have been one of the
Yeah.
tallest people on the court back then.
Swedes though.
Yeah.
What position did you play?
What?
You were a guard? What position did you play?
I was a guard.
And Kim, did you have something to add to that or no?
It was the last one.
It was to the county game. The county game where he was going for the record. What were you gonna tell us about that game?
something funny when he followed out.
No, I don't know, except that he had invited a girl to
Oh.
another
Oh.
female
Oh.
to go to this, to go, was connected. Do you remember that?
It was always you, Florence.
Aww.
Oh, no, there was more. There was something to that story. And the person that it was, I know who it was. It was the mother of that girl that's cleaning for us now, Kim.
Oh.
Kim.
No way.
Kim
He invited her
I
Mason.
thought you had an Amish maid.
Kim Mason?
No,
Not
Kim
anymore.
Mason?
Kim Mason. It was Kim Mason's mother. What was her name?
Baker.
Kim's mother. Well, I can't, I'm sorry, I can't tell you right now.
Well, Pop, I have a quick
I
question for
thought she
you.
was the one who went with Clemens when you went to you double dated to the fair.
Yeah, but Bill wasn't involved with that.
But she was the other woman with the other date.
No,
Playing a real game.
no, it was,
You told me that. That when you and Clemens went to the fair, Kim's
I
mother.
do have a real question for
we
him.
went to that house.
Yeah.
Kim's mother was the other woman that went with Bill Phillips.
With Bill Phillips.
Right. And I went with
Clemens.
Clements. And we went to the fair in the coupe.
Wasn't Clemens the guy who called you the night of your wedding?
No, it was somebody else.
Clemens was handsome.
He was a
Hey,
nice
Hey, Pop,
guy.
Pop, I have a question.
I here from once in a while.
When you
Nice
checked
in
out,
California.
when you checked out 2 shotguns from the armory at the base in Korea and a map of the minefields so that you could go into a war zone in North Korea to hunt pheasants, who was the guy you did that with?
Kermit Renell.
They were 12 gauge shotguns.
Okay.
It was his cousin.
That was with your cousin Kermit?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they used them for, yeah, if you had a riot or something, they were called riot guns.
Oh, like street sweepers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's Kermit who, for the record, Your Honor?
Yeah.
Renell.
Kermit Runnell?
R-I-N-E-L-L.
You know,
Okay. French guy.
Kermit.
Okay.
Kermit became a biologist, and for the state of West Virginia. And one of the things he did was crawl in to bear dens
Bear dens.
with a mother bear and a cub. And he'd go right in the den with them.
Why?
In hibernation.
Why?
They were hibernating.
What would he?
They were in hibernation.
Yeah.
Right. In hibernation.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in hibernation.
They were hibernating and
Crazy, right?
Oh my goodness.
the
They don't
mother.
wake up?
Yeah, they wake up, they
That's what I
look
thought.
at you, but they're stunned.
Crazy.
And he didn't worry about it. The bear never attacked or anything, and it all usually had one or two little ones with it. The little ones are born in January, and they stay with the mother for about 2 years.
So they're born in
They're
hibernation.
born, their eyes are closed, they're born, and he'd go in and he'd check them, find out how many bears were
But he didn't know he would live, right? He didn't know that for a fact.
I wanted to go with him. He would take me. He was going to take me with him.
What happened?
I just never got down there.
You were smart.
Did he send you a picture?
Yeah, he'd take a picture of the bear.
Did he ever get attacked?
What?
Did he ever get attacked by the bear?
No,
Never.
They never bothered.
Excuse me. Because of hibernation.
Crazy.
I think I'll follow suit.
He was actually with a friend of mine.
These were black bears.
I don't care.
Is that justified?
I know.
Well, they're smaller.
It's a mama bear. Let's
Right.
face it, the mama bear.
So he had no way to know that he would live. He just had to try it. Like there was no guarantee.
You said do grizzlies
And
hibernate?
so tell us, he was a friend of yours. Did you ever go out with him?
Dating wise?
Well, didn't he take you somewhere? Didn't he take you picking flowers?
Yeah, he did. Well, when I was young,
Where's that?
well, and my
Was
mother.
this before Bill?
Oh yeah,
Grandma?
She was little.
Was Kermit in your class?
Yeah, he was a very nice young man, and his mother and my mother were friends.
Oh.
And he used to take me out to get spring flowers. He knew where all it was big on nature.
It's only
And
6.
even when he was young, that's what he ended up doing, but he would take me out to pick spring flowers. And I mean, it wasn't anything like having a date. It was like a friend, and he was a boy friend, and he took me to pick flowers.
And teach you the different wildflowers.
Yeah.
Aww.
And when we were kids, Grammy would take us out. Dessert's coming. Dessert's coming. Oh, yeah.
They're bringing something for dessert.
James, hurry! James, hurry!
Somebody's still on there.
It's good. Klondike.
What would you do?
When
Part of Klondike.
Steve and Laura and I were children,
These are
They look awesome. Grammy would take us into the woods and teach us the flowers, and we pick flowers in the spring.
In the spring.
That's
I love those spring
Yeah,
flowers.
Grammy did it. And
Should we
taught us.
take you into the woods, or where would you
Well,
go?
you teach us flowers. The flowers. We walk along the train tracks, and we go along down to the Riverside Road. We pick
Starting the
trailing
mystery
arbutus.
box.
Trailing arbutus.
No,
Yep.
I'm gonna pause it again and be wise to pause
Wait.
it again. With it.
The first one that turns out perfect.
All right.
Steven.
Oh.
Steven. Remember when we were kids and Gammy used to take us out to pick trailing arbutus?
Yeah.